Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and if you can guess, we're doing my monochromatic series. We're doing the shade Purple. First, let me say you can follow me on Instagram at Pink Sweets with a 1 instead of an I, and don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below anything else you want to see, and let me know what color you want to see next. So we've done, at this point, red. We've done blue, and now we're doing purple. Or I guess we did blue first, then red, now purple. So just let me know what you want to see next, and let's get started. I already did my eyebrows, and I used that pink pencil. And I think for my eyelids today, I'm going to do the MAC cover-up, the, what is it called? Pro Longwear Concealer. Because of the fact that I used red yesterday. As you can see, my eyelids are stained, so I want something pretty opaque. Where's my dry beauty blender? Here are these. So I kind of want something that covers it up. It's funny, whenever I go anywhere the next day, if I'm not going to be wearing makeup, I always have to put concealer on my eyes. Otherwise, everywhere I go, people think I have pink eye. So I mean, personally, I always have the issue, for the most part, where my eyelids will stain. The only ones that don't is, like, a lot of the Juvia's Place ones don't, but I did use blush on my eyes yesterday, so that was why the Juvia's Place ones did, because it was a Juvia's Place blush. So today we're going in with purple. We're going to use a shade from the Magic palette. We're going to use this beautiful iridescent, what is it called? It's a shade called Faso right here. It's like a duochrome. And we're going to use the Masquerade palette because it has two from Juvia's Place as well. It has these two purples. One is more like a blue tone purple, one is like a purple purple. But both of them pretty much look purple on the eyes. And then we're going to do a shade from Makeup Forever. That is, it is purplish. It is, where is it? It was here 10 seconds ago. I swear, this happens to me all the time where I'm like, this thing was right there. Oh, there it is. Okay. So it is right here, and it's this shade right here in the middle. Their colors have numbers. I'm not really sure what number that is. I'd have to dig it out of there in order to figure it out. So, but it is a really pretty color. If anybody wants to know what it's called, I will look it up. But it is difficult to get out of there. I think it's Orchid, actually, now that I think about it. And then I'm going to use, but I don't know what the number is. But on Sephora's website, they also have the names of the shades. For some reason, they just don't do it on the packaging. And then I might use this purple here in the Zulu palette from Juvia's Place. So, and then I'm going to use at least one, and I just dropped that. I'm going to use at least one of these two. These are the Wet n Wild from the Gothographic collection. They are the cream eyeshadow toppers. They're like the ones, the Stila Magnificent Metal ones. Not exactly like it, but similar. So we're going to use those. So, and I'm going to do a halo eye today. So I'm going to start with the Zulu palette. And I need my tape. I swear, one of these days I will get completely organized. But it's like I always forget something, you know? I don't know. I'm glad that you guys are up for me doing a live on Instagram. Now, should I do it on Instagram or should I do it on YouTube? Because the one that I've done so far is on Instagram, the one that I did with Tammy, which was really cool. But I know that some people on here don't have Instagram yet, so I didn't know if you guys wanted me, I don't know. I would have to figure out how to do the YouTube one. I don't know if it's easy or hard. I've never done it before, so I have seen other people do it. But let me know what you guys think. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to use my Morphe M441, which is still stained from the red. Just like my eyelids. I'm using my purple mirror today. So we're going to put that on the outer part, and we're also going to put it on the inner part. Purple sometimes will stain as well. It's like a red-based purple. I guess it depends if it has like carmine in it. So first I'm going to do the outer, then I'm going to switch to a smaller brush to do the inner portion. This has been really fun doing like the different shades from the rainbow, and then I figure once I go through all the different shades, then I'll go back to doing a full rainbow look as well. Oh my gosh, so 2 videos ago, I think it was in my blue monochromatic look, I was talking about my babysitter who used to tell me that sharks could come in through the bathtub and the pool drain. Nice babysitter. And thank goodness I had great babysitters after that, especially one named Chrissy. She was my favorite. And she was my friend too later in life. So I'm going to use the Morphe flat shader brush. So I was talking about sharks and how much I love sharks even though I'm afraid of them. And I was saying how I wished that there were more good shark movies. And I've just recently watched 47 Meters Down. But I said I wish that more would come out. And then I'm watching TV and I see a commercial for the new movie coming out in August, I think August 10th, with Jason Statham called The Meg, as in Megalodon. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I cannot wait to see it. I'm so freaking excited. So I'm just going to go in with that brush and kind of blend that together, but leave the center as blank as possible. It's okay if it fills in, we can put some concealer in the middle and block it back out. Okay. Okie doke. So now I guess I'll take a little bit more concealer and just a smidge. This concealer is like pigmented. And I'm just going to take this small little smudge brush. It is the Morphe M213, very tiny, and a little bit of that concealer. I'm just going to, it's okay if it doesn't carve it out completely because we are going to be using a cream product. I'm just trying to take the darker purple kind of away in that little area, if you could see that. And then, I don't know, I just normally personally don't carve that well with concealer. I mean, I tend to use like either glitter glue or, but one of these days I'll try that. My nose is stuffy. Okay, I think I'm going to go into the Magic palette. I don't know if I'm going to need any of the other darker purples. I'm going to go to the Magic palette. I'm going to take my flat shader brush, clean it off of my color switch, and use that shade Faso. It's so pretty. Actually, I'm going to use my, well, I'll go in with the brush at first, and then if I need my finger, I'll do it. But a little too much. I feel like the shade would show up better with a finger, maybe. I mean, it's showing up with a brush, but it's like, I don't know, you know those duochrome shades, they tend to, I don't like using my finger, but I'll try it. Yeah. Did pretty well with my finger. Do the other side. Yeah, so that movie looks so good, and I cannot wait to see it. I don't know why I like shark movies. I mean, I love sharks, and I know that they're not like, you know, the killers that they depict them as on in the movies, but I still like them. So I'm gonna go in. Not sure why this is red. Why is it like that? It's really weird. There's like a red. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go in with the shade Goth Tears. And I know a lot of people were upset about the name of this collection, but I don't know. I think it was more geared towards the pastel goth community. But I don't know. I don't know. I like the collection. I know that. I think it's really good for the most part. The liquid lipsticks are a little patchy, but I feel like as toppers, they're amazing. If you're expecting it to be like a liquid lipstick, then you're gonna be disappointed. And the loose highlighter, that was probably the #1 product for me in that category or in that collection. I am gonna go into the Masquerade palette, and I'm gonna use a combination of these two purples right here. These two. And I'm going to deepen out that outer corner where we kind of lost it a little and make sure that that looks more blended next to the shimmer. I think that turned out really pretty though with the with that Wet n Wild product. So I'm just blending this to make sure there's like no harsh edges. And also make sure we don't lose that darker purple, because I don't want the light purple to just take over. I like that. Okay. And then I'll need this smaller brush to go in the inner part, because this will make it more like a halo and less like it's taking over the entire eyelid. Yes, that is perfect. That is what I was looking for. I'm telling you, this little brush is so good. If you can find like a little, like any little flat shader brush where it's like, you know, you could turn it on its side, you can use it for so many different things. And I've used it so far, I think, in every single one of my monochromatic tutorials. Okay. Then I'm gonna I could use this. This is Nyctophilia. I think that is the love of the dark, I believe. And I'm just gonna, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do this. Let me see. I'm not messing with it. This is for another time. It's a little bit dark. So I'm gonna go into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit again, and I'm gonna go into Purple Horse right here, and I'm gonna put that in my inner corners with that same blue flat shader brush. Actually, no, I'm gonna take it on my brow bone first, and then when I am done with my lower lash line, I will put it in my inner corner. that's what I'll do. So for now, I'm just putting it on the brow bone, which will also kind of blend out that, you know, the crease a little bit more. I do like the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit. I just personally prefer the Aurora Glow Kit. I don't know why. Maybe it's the shades, but I just really love it. I'm going to take my little makeup wipe. I'm going to wipe that concealer off the back of my hand and clean up my face. So yeah, let me know what shade you want me to do next. Becky had requested, I chose blue first, and then Becky had requested the red. And then Smile Zone, this is for you. You suggested purple. So we have orange, yellow, green, pink. And I think that's it left. Yeah. All right. So now we're going to do our face. So I'm going to use the Blur Primer from Makeup Revolution. And you only need a tiny amount for your entire face. It's very emollient. It's already started to run. It has these little gold flecks in it. I'm telling you, smell-wise, feel-wise, it is an exact dupe for the YSL Blur Primer. I have that one as well. Well, I have like a small bottle of it that Sephora sent me. And I literally cannot tell the difference at all between the two. So, except for the price, because the Blur Primer, when I wanted to buy the full-size bottle, which I did not, which was $52, and the Makeup Revolution one, I think, is like 10. 15 at the most, but I think it's like 10. I'm going to use the Revlon Photo Ready Insta Filter Foundation. I really like this foundation from the drugstore. I am not going to use the applicator that comes with it, though. I just don't like it. So I'm going to put that on the back of my hand. And then, I think, yeah, why not? I'll just use it by itself today. I don't know if I've done that. I think I have. I try to use every foundation by itself once, and then I try to use it along with my Fenty or another foundation. And I think at this point I've used it with many different foundations mixed together. You're going to hear my dog snoring. Yep, there she goes. She can fall asleep on a dime. I wish I had that ability. I think I have insomnia. I don't know. Sometimes I fall asleep right away. Other times it's like, nope. No sleep for Anya. And then I end up staying up the whole next day. Why do I feel like I already said this in a video? Maybe I did. Then I end up staying the whole next day because if I don't, then I know I'm going to stay up again all night. I'm going to use that same concealer, the Pro Longwear Concealer. I'm in the shade NW15. I could probably do NW10 as well in order to just make it even brighter under my eyes. But I'm just going to put that where I normally put my concealer. I like this concealer. It works really well. It's very full coverage though, which normally I don't necessarily go for, but I think I told you guys in my last video, I have not been doing my eye cream the way that I normally do at nighttime, and I feel like, I mean, I have now started again, but I feel like my under eye bags have been worse, like I don't know, maybe it's just me, but, and also the discoloration, because I did put the red under my eyes as well. I love red eyeshadow looks, though. so I don't mind. Okay, now I'm going to go in with, yeah, I'm going to go in with the, what's it's called, the peach powder. I usually leave some in the lid. The Perfect Peach from Too Faced. One of my favorite setting powder of life. Well, that and the Maybelline Fit Me. I can't decide which one I like better. And I like them for different reasons, I think. I like them Fit Me because it blurs your pores and it just is such a stunning powder. It leaves your skin looking so amazing. This one does that as well, but it also leaves your skin fully matte all day. Like when I wear this if I'm going to like a cookout and I want my makeup to last. And literally I just stamp it in like this with my slightly wet sponge, and then it'll literally lock in my makeup, I feel like, for all day. Okay. I'm going to use my Radiant Bronzer. You guys know my Sweetie Pie bronzer. Do you guys want to be the Sweetie Pies? I'm just trying to think of a name for our YouTube family. Could be the Sweets, Sweetie Pies. Let me know. Let me know. I've gotten a few suggestions, and I've written them down, so I'll be, writing down all suggestions that I get, and then maybe I will just go ahead and choose one. Okay. Now for blush. I think I'm going to use the Volume 2 blush palette from Juvia's Place. I really like their blushes. They're very pigmented. And I'm going to go in with this. It's like a contour brush from Real Techniques. And I'm going to use these two right here. They're really pigmented. I barely tapped my brush into those two. And it's already full on pigment. I love like purple eyes with pink blush. I think it's so pretty. Okie doke. Now we're going to go into highlight. I've really been liking this Sephora 10 brush as the highlighter brush. I really like it. I'm going to use the Fix Plus just to meld the powders together. And then this is what I'm going to use to set my skin in just a moment. We're going to go back in here and I'm going to use Purple Horseshoe. I feel like this is a Lucky Charms palette. There's like a Lucky Clover, a Blue Moon, a Purple Horseshoe. Oh my goodness. Okay. That is like a purple highlighter if I've ever seen one. That is literally going to look like a stripe on my face. Awesome. Wow. Huh. I mean, it's reflective. I'm going to dip into Pink Heart a little bit and try to make that a little less something. And I'm definitely going to use Pink Heart on my nose so that I don't have a purple stripe on my nose. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to use that flat shader brush. I'm going to put Purple Heart into my inner corner. I could have used Purple Heart as the shade in the center instead of the duochrome shade, but I really like it. don't know how I feel about that purple contour. I mean, well, that's what it looks like, a contour highlight. I think it's a bit much. But you know what? These could be editorial looks, right? Oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna try to pat that in a little. Sometimes that'll work. Okay. And then we're gonna go into Pink Heart again and try to lighten it up just a little bit more. Oh yeah, okay. It does already look, and it looks more intense on camera than it does in person because the lights. But I guess I got stripes on my face. Okay. Now we're gonna do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go into the Masquerade palette and use those two dark purples and run them along my lower lash line. I gotta be honest with you guys. For me, personally, let me know what you guys think, but halo eyes and cut creases and all that, like, I feel like the looks that, like what I did with the blue one, I feel like those types of looks are my favorite to do. And, like, the technique, and it's my favorite, what am I trying to say? It's like my favorite technique, and it's my favorite, it looks the best, I think, on my eye shape. So that's why I do a lot of them. I just wanted to let you guys know that. But yeah, I mean, I want to do different techniques all the time, but I definitely feel like that is the best technique for my eye shape. But I kind of like this halo eye too. And I always want to do like different things because I don't want to always do the same thing. So, but let me know what you guys think, which one you think looks the best. Where it's like the lighter, whether it's the lighter on the inside and then it gets darker, or do you guys like this halo look where it's like darker, and then lighter in the middle? Or do you like, well, I guess, I feel like my looks, even though they're not half cut creases, they kind of look like them. But technically I don't really cut the crease. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I love purple eyeshadow, and especially I have green eyes, so it really brings out green eyes. Okay. And I dropped the mirror again. Perfect. I am a dropper. I drop stuff all the time. I don't know why. I've always been that way. Okay. I'm going to go in with the shade. Nope, not this one. I'm going to go in with the shade Spank from Sugar Pill. I'll just switch to a pink mirror so I don't have to go out of frame. And this is a beautiful royal purple shade. Today I was at the gas station earlier, and I was paying for my gas on the inside because the pump credit card thing wasn't working. And I went in and I had on a different look. And the guy at the gas station was like, "Oh, did you have your makeup done somewhere, or did you do that?" I was like, thank you, I did that. And he was like, "Oh, okay, because it looks very good." And I was like, "Well, thank you." We're going to go in with Self-Control from Jeffree Star, and I'm going to put that in the center. But it was just the way he said, like, "Oh, did somebody do your makeup for you?" Nope. That's funny. And the other guy There's another guy at the gas station that works there who knows that I do YouTube, and he was like, no, she does YouTube. My girlfriend watches her. Actually, I'm just gonna hide that all over. I like the way the two look together. Yes, that's a cool color. Okay, so I remembered mascara this time. Now let me not forget setting spray. So we're going to shake that really good. Spray that. And I pre-filmed a few of these videos, but I am planning on this weekend coloring my hair. So you will see bright hair very soon again. And I'm thinking about switching up my hair color at some point. I don't know when. But at some point, at one point I had like a royal blue, which I really loved, so I might go back to that at some point. But this is the final look. I really like the way it turned out, so thank you, Smythe Zone, for suggesting purple. And I hope you guys are enjoying this monochromatic series, and I will put close-ups on my Instagram page, so don't forget to check that out, and don't forget to subscribe, like, so that I know that you like that I'm putting the content. Like so that I know that you like the content that I'm putting out. And don't forget to comment down below anything that you want to see on my channel. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night. Take care, guys. Bye.